Witkowski. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So what do you think about this cold weather we're having?
Oh, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of the snow one day and then melts again and then it snows again. It should just make up its mind.
I'm ready for spring.
Yeah, me too.
So before we begin, I need to let you know about confidentiality. So anything you say in here will be kept in confidence unless I suspect that you would harm yourself or someone else. So even joking around, saying, I just want to hurt myself, I will have to report it.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So you got referred here because your teacher, your son Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
your teacher said that Tommy has been acting out
Mm-hmm.
and his grades have been dropping.
Yeah,
So-
I don't really, it's kind of out of character for him because he normally is a really good student, really well behaved, and just in the last few months, his teachers have been contacting me and emailing me, letting me know that his grades are dropping, he's been acting aggressive in class, just a bunch of things that are not like him at all, and I'm really worried about him.
So it's not typical Tommy to act like that.
Not at all.
Yeah. So he sounds like he's a very bright student.
He is. He's always been an A student. You know, I don't have to. He doesn't like doing homework, but no kid does. You know.
Yeah.
But he'll come home and get it done. And now it's like he won't do it. Doesn't care. Doesn't listen in class.
So what has your teacher noticed? She just said that he was acting aggressive in class. Like what? Can you give me a specific example of something the teacher has told you about Tommy?
Well, he's just been saying that he's been acting aggressive towards other students.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't think he's actually been hitting any of them, but he's had some aggressive tendencies.
Okay.
I think in the way he's talking to them, I don't think he's interacting very well with them, and towards the teachers, I know that he has been speaking back to them.
Okay.
And kind of back talking them and not listening and just disrespecting them and things like that.
How is his behavior at home, would you say?
Well, lately it hasn't been very good. He won't listen to me, he won't do anything I ask. He's always angry, he's sleeping all the time. When he's not angry, he's sleeping. Always on his video game. He doesn't seem to want to even have a conversation with me, nothing.
Okay. What do you think could be causing some of this behavior change?
Well, 6 months ago, I lost my husband in a freak car accident. He was away on business, and he was gone for about a week, and then he was on his way home. And
I'm sorry to hear that. It has to be difficult for you and your family.
it is very difficult.
Do you have any other children?
I have a daughter. She's 18. She's about to leave for school here in another couple months.
Okay. So can you talk a little bit about the incident?
Well, it was a freak accident. He was just T-boned and he was on his way home. He just happened to be in the wrong intersection at the wrong time, I guess. I found out just before I got the call a few minutes before the kids got home from school.
Oh, okay.
So, obviously I told them right away, but everyone was quite distraught for a while.
So they were in shock at first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's typical. It can be really hard on the children, especially in the whole family dynamic. It's just
I didn't have a lot of time from when I got the phone call to when the kids got home, and I just feel like I didn't handle it very well, and I maybe could have informed them a little better, but they both got home at the same time, and I just found out 20 minutes before that, and I don't know really how to explain it to them.
It can be just difficult to explain something like that. This is completely out of your control, and I'm sure you did the best you could do. So, who typically would help Tommy with his homework?
My husband would
Your husband would
usually help him with his homework. Just because, I mean, I've been a stay-at-home mom until recently. I had to go back to work, but and they just, not that they got along better than we did, but you know, my husband was better at math and stuff like that, so naturally just kind of their thing, you know, because I was at home with the kids more and he's away on business a lot, so that was kind of something that they could do together, you know, spend time together that way.
So Tommy is good at math and science and things like that.
Yeah, he's really, all of his classes he normally does quite well in. He doesn't really seem to struggle in any subjects.
Okay. Just until recently.
Yeah, everything's been falling apart though. Every subject seems to be, his grades just gradually started dropping and now they're just real bad.
So since your husband's passing away, that's when you noticed the changes?
Mm-hmm. I think that's what triggered it.
Okay. And this acting out, he just doesn't, he's really defiant at home and he just won't listen to anything you
He
say.
won't, and you know, he hasn't always been like that. He used to listen. I could ask him to do something. He might fight me a little bit on it, you know, because he's a 13-year-old boy, but he would do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll ask him to even just pick up his room and he'll throw a big temper tantrum and he won't do it. And he fights me on everything I ask him to do, even something like just brushing his teeth.
Yeah. Well, does Tommy have any hobbies that he enjoys?
He's always on his video game these days. I found that a lot.
Like with your husband, were there things that they would do together? They would enjoy?
Well, Tommy played soccer and football, and my husband was a big part of that. He was always out there. He would usually take Tommy to practice, and he would always be out there, you know, on the weekends and stuff, playing around with Tommy and throwing the football and kicking around the soccer ball. And no, he's not there anymore.
You said Tommy just he's not interested in doing sports anymore, right?
No, he just doesn't want anything to do with it. He doesn't want to do anything.
He'll play video games and
He
things.
just sits in front of his video game all the time, and he won't. He used to play his video game, but not nearly as much as he does now.
Okay. So yeah, it would be beneficial if he could go outside and do some football and things like that. But are you interested in football and soccer and things like that?
I mean, I don't really know anything about it. That was kind of my husband's thing.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's stuff I could learn, but I just feel like in a way I'd be overstepping territory because that was something him and his dad did together, and that was kind of their thing.
Is there something that you would enjoy doing with Tommy that he would also enjoy? To try to talk to him about things.
I mean, I don't know. I could probably try to play. I mean, his video game seems to be the only thing right now that he'll focus on. So I could possibly start there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you could play video games or something with him. Or has he been able to talk to you about his feelings?
No, I mean, I told him about his father passing, and that was like for a couple weeks after that.